People are not talking about these things, and that's why I want to share it with you guys. Add this to your hair growth journey too, because I wish I had them and I wish I actually know them too. What's up, one billion gang? I'm Divine, and in today's video I'll be telling you things I wish I knew when I started my natural hair journey. This is like going to be my 4-year-old natural hair journey, and tips I actually wish I knew. First and foremost, I have to understand what, why, and how. Them space echoing. I say what? I'm talking about my hair, obviously. My African hair, whether relaxed or natural. My hair is currently 5 years old, and my hair is past my waist, yeah, and I've trimmed it so many times. My new goal is to get to my tailbone. I named my hair mine at the beginning of this year. If you guys have watched my 2021 hair growth challenge, I started my hair in 2016, August 5th. If you guys have watched my 2 years old natural hair journey, I talked about that. When I was 4 years old, my mom cut my hair and she cut her hair, and yeah, I now go back to making my hair till when I was about 16 years of age. Yeah, you can calculate that, do your mathematics. And my hair is currently 5 years old. Fast forward, there are a lot I've learned about hair growth. My hair is just 5 and my hair is waist length, and that's a lot because natural hair YouTubers I admire, their hair growth journeys are longer than mine. Most of them are mothers, or most of them are working, or most of them are adults. I just became an adult. To me, I'm just growing, and I have acquired a lot. And if you are interested in growing your hair, you obviously should subscribe to this channel because I will be talking a lot about hair growth. Now we understand what is, let's talk about why. So I decided to grow my hair because of I'm African. When I said my natural hair journey, there aren't a lot of fussy, quote and unquote, fussy or African natural hair YouTubers, but now we have a lot of African YouTubers. Ismail Edeko was one of the first YouTubers I followed. We have Bob's P, we have Natural Kachi, we have Discovery Natural, we have a lot of natural hair YouTubers. But when I started my natural hair journey, now I want you to understand something. I'm talking too fast, I can't even hear myself. I want you to understand that if you don't have something that is driving you, you will never be able to drive what you are driving. Now we know what we are driving, our natural hair. Whatever your goals are, whether waist length, ear length, eyebrow length, volume, whatever it is, I want you to know that if you don't have a reason why, you can never attain anything. I already said this in most of my videos, but if you are going natural, you should have it. Now you don't have to cut your hair if you want to go natural. There's something called transitioning, where you just keep your hair for some certain period of time, and when it has grown out, you cut off the relaxed ends. But I prefer chopping your hair off because you see the meaning to having your hair. It is less painful than keeping two hair types in your hair. I did this video because of how, but I want you to know how to grow your hair. So that's dot face, and yeah, let's dive into it. There are 3 things I want to talk about. Those 3 things, people don't emphasize on it, so make sure you watch this video to the end to find out. People don't talk about how growing full hair is slower than growing thin hair. Now people always want to grow full or thick hair, long hair. If you have very thick hair, if you were born with very thick hair, the time you use to grow your hair might be slower than someone who has thin hair. So if your hair is thin and you're watching this, be grateful, appreciate God. In the long run, your hair is going to grow fuller. If you follow all my tips on my channel, you'll be able to grow your hair faster. So that's a bonus for you, so be grateful for that. I was born with thick hair, so it took me time to grow my hair, and I was still faster growing my hair. People don't know that everybody's hair growth is different. My sibling, we share the same parents, doesn't mean that we'll have the same hair growth span. Everybody's hair growth is different. It's just like the way a child will grow up. When you birth to 2 children, when you first of all have those 2 children, one might be taller than the other, and in the long run, the other one might grow taller than the other. Do you understand? Boy might be shorter than the girl. When they finally grow up, the boy might become taller than the girl. It is personal. You have to make it personal. Third thing is, in order to grow your hair, you have to have discipline. Now, discipline is the hardest thing I've learned so far. And I started maintaining a skincare routine last year. And you know how you're like, I'm going to the gym today, and you get to the gym The first day, the second day, the third day, you're like, I'll go tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and you're like, I'll go next tomorrow. Next tomorrow comes and you're like, okay, we'll try it next week. And that's where hair growth is. If you can't discipline yourself, you usually can't gain your hair growth. You don't know the amount of time you invest in finger detangling, protein treatments, the amount of resources you invest in products and all those things. So that's why I I know that if you want to grow your hair, you have to be disciplined, because if you don't have discipline, your hair will stop growing. You have a lot of damage. It's something called balding. You have balding, you have stagnant growth, and you don't want that here. So you have to learn discipline. Let me tell you a story. I fell sick 2017 and I lost a lot of hair. It was December period, and that's Christmas period in my country. I don't know where you are from. I literally thought I was going to die. I already even gave up my goals, like, damn, I'm going to heaven, man. God, please have mercy. Let me just take me. Take me. I'm tired of this world, man. And yeah, I know that I'm still alive. I am on YouTube. But my hair shredded. Like, it went from life to death. Nobody talks about that in hair growth. Nobody talks about how it will affect hair growth. Stress mentally, stress physically affects hair growth. Your health is very important. This core. It's not just about mixing portions or mixing ingredients together. Of course, that will help hair growth. But guy, discipline yourself, discipline your body. And the very most important, like, nobody can emphasize on how important this is in growing your hair. You have to have a goal, and you have to have God. I sound so superficial, but I am very spiritual. When you have a goal, you have what you are presenting to God. This is what I want. I'm aiming for this, and God is going to bless your efforts. But if you don't have a goal, and you're just like, whatever comes, you are going to remain in the same place. It's just like when I started my natural hair, I thought that my hair is not going to grow because I'm in school and I won't have time, like when I was at home. Yeah, I was so scared, but I still set a goal. My goal was that no matter what, I'll still try my best. I'm still going to try to get to waist length by the time I'm in my final year. And yeah, to my greatest surprise, before I got to my final year, my hair got to my waist. I really wish I had somebody tell me all these things, and nobody was there to tell me. Once you have all these things I mentioned in place, your what, your why, and how you are going to get there, you are going to grow your hair to whatever goal you want, whether you are bald or whether you are not. I'm so glad you added me to your journey. If you want to know more tips about how to grow your hair and create a hair regimen that works, make sure you watch this next video. It will help you a lot.